Welcome back to Sarita's Garden. Wanted to give you an update on the Mavuno cowpea bed, and this is July 30th, 2023. On this side, this is one seed of the Mavuno cowpea that I planted a few months back, and you can see how it's doing just a really nice job of growing this ground cover, and this will eventually make peas. More seeds here. This is a moringa that seems pretty happy in this spot. You know, we've been getting a lot of standing water this summer and it was struggling, but it seems like it's made it past and really is thriving now. So you can really see how it's popping up there in height. And so that's the moringa. And then we do have a couple other things buried inside, which I've tried to give a little space to. We've got right in there, I believe this is Okinawa spinach. And I do have some garlic chives in here. I've got a flag. It's hard to tell, kind of looks like grass. Oh, maybe it's over there, actually. Who knows? Anyway, it was in there at some point. I do have a plant that's suffering. This is the blue Plumbago. These leaves look like this, and I put this in 3 spots in the yard. I do see some flowers here, so that's encouraging, but I don't know. I'm not sure what this wants differently, since I do have it in 3 spots in the yard, different sun, different water, and all of them are really yellowing on the leaves. There's the blue spur, or the toilet paper plant in the middle, Plexanthus barbatus, and that's a nice chop and drop plant. Beautiful pale green leaves have a nice fuzzy feel. So those guys are popping up nicely out of the cowpea. They don't seem to be affected at all by all this lovely support around it. Just transplanted these from a friend. This is a pink variety of salvia, and these were pretty big transplants. It's hard to tell here in the video, but maybe almost 2 feet tall on this one. There's one behind here, behind and under the pigeon pea. It's a little hard to see. And then I've got another one popped in the middle. Super hard, doesn't come through great in video. And then here's a little pigeon pea that did make it after our standing water episodes. I did cut back a bunch of it that did fully dry up and die, but that's still there. A little more Okinawa spinach here, and more of that blue spur toilet paper plant. Gosh, that plant has 3 names. I'm not sure how it got so lucky to have 3 names. Banana, it's doing great. Trying to go back into my brain here to remember which variety this is, and yeah, I'll put it in the notes. I planted 2 varieties in here, two of the same kind, and this one is its own kind, and I just forgot which is which. So yeah, doing quite nice. It's way taller than me. This top leaf, it's taller than Brad. So that's pretty cool. This was the original plant that we brought in from Naples that you see there, all kind of dried up, and then it sent this one out and is just grown so beautifully in the last few months. Here's another cowpea. You'll see there's a lot of grass and weeds around it, but this is the place where I planted the seed. This gets more standing water. It's just more wet, and you see the brown, yellow on a lot of those cowpea leaves. I don't know if it's just the water or if something else got into it, but you can see, and by get into it, I mean like if there's a pest or something bothering it. You can see over here, these are the shoots from it, and those are fine. So, to my knowledge, the shoots aren't rooting on the ground, but maybe they are. Kind of similar to how the Seminole pumpkin, you can put it in its original spot. It can be affected by nematodes, but the runners that go off from it root in the place where they travel to, and then are no longer affected by the nematodes. So that's a pretty cool feature of the Seminole pumpkin. So anyhow, this is just pretty neat to see the Mavuno cowpea spread over this bed. I have come in here and mulched a couple times to try to raise it up. And then these, what I'm predicting will happen is these will make seeds, the vines will die back, and just be a great amount of green mulch for this bed, just to keep working the bed and building the soil with nitrogen to be able to plant. Potentially we'd love to plant another fruit tree right in here, and so we're using these plants to nourish the soil. The Moringa will grow up and be just a nice little gentle dappled shade. So if we brought in a fruit tree to put in this area, kind of actually right in the middle, that could be a really great spot to bring in a young tree. Could be a mango, who knows? Probably will be a mango. We just got an orange sherbet mango recently from Chris at Truly Tropical, and I do have a grafted Angie that I grafted a couple months ago. Those are potentials. So anyway, just wanted to give you an update in this bed, what's happening, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Sarita's Garden.